How you going, folks? Thailand's special tourist visa, or the COVID visa, or whatever terminology you want to give it. It's a bit of a battleground trying to work out what it's all about. You want to get back to Thailand, you've got to step through all those hurdles and hoops. I've got some very basic information here. This is not really an entertainment video. I'm just going to put up some snapshots of some figures that I've done, what it's going to cost and how to do it, and you can work out the rest of the information. I've searched the internet everywhere, and it's taken nearly a day to find these approximate figures. The way it works, the company that organises this, after you've paid them their fee, they will then send you the costs. But first of all, you've got to pay the fee to find out what the costs are. The costs of the insurance to stay in Thailand, special insurance, the cost of the special hotel that you've got to stay in, the quarantine hotel, and the flight arrangements that they make to get you there. Those costs are not being revealed until after you pay the fee. So I've just put up some estimations to make it easy for everybody. I'm in Australia, of course, you can tell by my accent. First of all, I've got to get permission from the government to leave Australia. That's all fairly easily found on the government website. If you are an Australian, you had better go to this site first of all to get your permission to leave Australia. Although there are some little tricks, some of the website information is an abbreviated version. You've got to drill back to the main version that has been derived from, because they've left some bits out which may be key points that you need. So you've got to go right back to the main document. Anyway, you've got to get permission. You've got to get permission to leave your country. Part 2 is getting the special tourist visa to get into Thailand. That's a little bit of a nightmare. But it's all doable. The only main problem seems to be the undisclosed cost. Now, if you're quite wealthy, that's not going to be a problem. You'll just hand over the money. Anyway, I'm putting up here what rough estimates of the costs are. If anybody has any other figures and information and feedback, post it down below. There's lots of people like me and my mates who are trying to find out this information about the cost and the logistic timeline required to do this versus waiting until a vaccine comes where we'll probably be able to get into Thailand for free, well, more or less free, no COVID hotels and such. And I don't know what sort of food you've got to get in these COVID hotels. And if you're paying 10 grand Australian, you've probably got to get good food. But 14 days solitary confinement is something to consider, because you can't go out and buy a newspaper, you can't go out and buy some snacks. You're stuck there 14 days. My God, that's a challenge. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. It's a bit of a nightmare. See ya.